Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. In the name of Allah, the entirely merciful, the especially merciful, my dear brothers and sisters. This is the explanation of the Kitab, Lum'at al-I'tiqad, on the belief, on the names and attributes of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So, وقال Abdullah ibn Mas'ud, we stopped here that Ibn Mas'ud says, اتبعوا, i.e. follow, ولا تبتدعوا, i.e. do not make things up, فقد كفيتم, i.e. he's trying to tell us that everything is done for you. Everything is done. You do not need to come up with the things that you should not be coming up, because whomever was before you, they completed everything. I.e., if it was needed, Sahaba they asked. If it was needed, Tabi'in they asked the Sahaba. So you do not need to come up with the things that you should not be coming up, because Tabi'in asked the Sahaba everything. Sahaba asked the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam everything. So we do not need to come up with the things that we should not be coming up. وقال عمر بن عبد العزيز, the Umar bin Abdul Aziz radiallahu anhu says, كلاما معناه, and Umar ibn Abdul Aziz says something same as similar of what the Abdullah bin Mas'ud says. قف حيث وقف القوم فإنهم عن العلم وقفوا. Stop where the people stopped, i.e. do not come up with a meaning, because they stopped with a fully knowledge. They stopped because they have the knowledge, they had the knowledge, and they knew that this is the meaning, is the correct. That's it. You do not need any other meanings. So, وببصر نافذ كفوا ولهم على كشفها كانوا أقوى وبالفضل لو كان فيها أحرى فلئن قلتم حدث بعدهم فما أحدثه إلا من خالف هديهم ورغب عن سنتهم ولقد وصفوا منه ما يشفي وتكلموا منه بما يكفي فما فوقهم محسر وما دونهم مقصر لقد قصر عنهم قوم فجفوا وتجاوز آخرون فغلوا وإنهم فيما بين ذلك لعلى هدى مستقيم. Same as the Ibn Mas'ud says, رضي الله عنه, Umar bin Abdul Aziz says that we should stop when they stopped, because they stopped because they had the knowledge, and also they were the people that on the right path, and also they stopped because that is what it needs to know, and they stopped because of the more knowledge that they have than that they had. We are not able to extend their knowledge, and we cannot extend the knowledge that they have more than them. And also they stopped because with the iman that they had, and also in the same time we are not able to they are also, sorry, he said that, and also there were people that they try to extend, they extend too much, that they come up with the things that it was not mentioned in the Quran and in the Sunnah, and they extend more, and they said things that it was that was not right for them to say those things. So those are the meaning of that thing that the Umar ibn Aziz says. So we should stop where they stopped, i.e. where the Sahaba stopped, we should stop. Sahaba said this is the meaning, so this is the meaning. We should not extend, and we should not come up with the saying that we know better than them, because there are people they saying this, we know better than Sahaba. Yeah, you know better than Sahaba. How you know better than Sahaba while they were in the Wahy? They were with the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So you should not say that. وقال إمام أبو عمرو الأوزاعي says the same thing. عليك بآثار من سلف وإن رفضك الناس. I.e. he's telling us to follow the previous people, even if the people rejected you. وإياك آراء الرجال وإن زخرفوه لك بالقول. He's telling us, be aware of people that are trying to come to you with the beautiful words. It means that they come up with a beautiful meaning, with a beautiful saying, with the beautiful words. or their language when they speak, their very strong poetry language, that you're going to say, oh, his word is amazing. Look at his language. Look at his word. So he's telling us, be aware of those people that they're trying to misguide you with the beautiful words that they say. It is not only beautiful words that he says. In the same time, he can bring ayats and hadith, making the dalil for them. He's saying, this is the proof. Look, I'm saying to you this, and this is the proof. But because you do not know that this is not the true proof, you believe in him. So be aware of those people that they bring in the proof in the Quran and Hadith, and is not on those matters. And we heard there are people, they come up with the dalils and they say the dalil is that. The dalil is talking about something else. The dalil talks about something, and this is something else. The dalil talks about salat, and this is saum. The dalil talks about hajj, and this is business. It's all the different dalils, all different things. So be aware of those people that they say the good word and nice word, and also those people that they bring up the dalils, the proofs of something, and that proof is not for that, it's for something else. So be aware of all of those people. And also قال محمد بن عبد الرحمن الأدرمي, and he says that لرجل تكلم ببدعة ودعا الناس إليها هل عليها رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم أو أبو بكر وعثمان وعلي أو لم يعلموها؟ قال لم يعلموها. قال فشيء لم يعلموا هؤلاء علمته أنت؟ قال رجل فإني أقول قد علموها. قال علموها. قال أفوسعهم أن لا يتكلموا به ولا يدعوا الناس إليه أم لم يسعهم؟ قال بل وسعهم. قال فشيء وسع رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم وخلفاء لا يسعك أنت؟ فانقطع الرجل فقال خليفة وكان حاضنا لا وسع الله على من لم يسعه وما وسعهم. i.e., and this is a discussion between two scholars, a scholar and ignorant people. Actually, you could not ignorant people because anyway. So is a one scholar and one ignorant person. He's trying to discuss on these matters. He's telling him what you say. Did the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam say news or didn't news? He says no, he didn't know. Say how then he didn't know but you know? And then he said no, he knows it. Okay, how he knows but he didn't say but you say? Was it not for him, for them they should say it? Yeah, he said yes, it was for them you should say it. Then why he didn't say it? Was he not able to say but you able to say? So the guy left. So he's trying to tell us that he was rejected on this matter. So how something that you know but the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam didn't know? Okay, if the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam knew it, why he didn't say it but you say it? And this is very, very, very specific topic, my dear brothers and sisters, because if Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam knew something, he tells us. We should not say that the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam knew it but he didn't tell us. And this means that he didn't tell us all the deen. And this is a very big topic and we should be aware of it and we should not say it. So that's why we should be away from all of this. You should be away from all of this, because saying things from yourself is a big mistake. And then when you say from yourself, that means that the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ knew it but he didn't tell us. And this is another big mistake and we should be aware and be away from it. وهكذا من لم يسعه ما وسع رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم وأصحابه والتابعين لهم بإحسان والأئمة من بعدهم والراسخون في العلم من جاء من التلاوة آيات الصفات وقراءة أخبارها وإمرارها كما جاءت فلا وسع الله عليه. So anyway, as we said, all of that we mentioned and we explained those down. So now with all of this introduction, Sheikh tells us, and also what is duty on us. He spoke about what is duty on us, and believe in the names and all of that, and we should be always changing the meaning, and we should follow the righteous people, and we should follow what the Prophet Muhammad said, and the Sahaba and Tabi'een and Tabi'een, and we should not extend, and all of that, and all of those introduction. And it is not just introduction, it's a rules and regulation that we must be aware is a duty on us to believe it and how to believe it. Now Sheikh moves to some names and attributes of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. In this book, it is limited names and attributes, but inshallah in other books in the future we explain more names and attributes. But anyway, Sheikh says, فَمِمَّا جَاءَ مِنْ آيَاتِ الصِّفَاتِ قَوْلُ اللَّهِ وَيَبْقَى وَجْهُ رَبِّكَ. So, and as it is mentioned in some ayats of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَيَبْقَى وَجْهُ رَبِّكَ, i.e. in here وَجْهُ رَبِّكَ, in here it means that the wajh Allah, the face of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, it stays dead. So it means that the Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is dead, i.e. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is always there, and he does not dies. وَيَبْقَى وَجْهُ, when everyone dies and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala dies. So wajh rabbika, I say, is a wajh, is the face. How the face look like, as it is what? As it is something, we do not say anything else, we do not extend the meaning. We say the wajh is the wajh, the face is the face. We do not extend the meaning, and we do not say more than that. So the sifat are also, we need to know the sifat also is, sometimes is to do with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala himself, the Dhatullah himself, and sometimes the meaning of something we need to know. For example, it says, for example, that is for example, Wajhullah, Yadullah, Saqullah, so like the hands and the leg and the face of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Those are to do with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala himself. Okay? And also the ma'na, the meaning is when the anger, the love, and all of that is to do with ma'na, the meaning. So we need to know that. And also when sometime we say Naqatullah or Baytullah, the house of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, those is of a sharaf. They say as a sharaf, it to be glory, something to be glory, because the name of Allah, the Quran, the word of Allah, Quran is the word of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, which will come to it, and that's more specific topic which will come to it inshallah. But like we say, Baytullah, the house of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, is to be glory for that things. So this is one thing that we know, the wajhullah, we say it. And not as some they say is himself. When they say wajh, is not wajh. It is himself. It's trying to say, there's some they change the meaning, they say himself. So it's not that. It is the wajh of Allah, is as the face of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. بل يداه مبسوطتان وقوله ويداه مبسوطتان, i.e. and also the yad. And the yad is the hand of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The hand of Allah subhanahu. We say that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has a hand. And not like some people, they say ni'mah, the blessing of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. No, it's not that. We say the hand is the hand. We believe as it is in the Quran. وقوله تعالى إخبارا عن عيسى تعلم ما في نفسي ولا أعلم ما في نفسك. وقوله تعالى وجاء ربك. So as Isa alayhi salam says, وَتَعْلَمُ مَا فِي نَفْسِي, you know what's in me, and I do not know what's in you. I.e., it talks about Isa alayhi salam. I.e., the attribute of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the ilm, is the knowledge that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has it. So he speaks about the face and the yad, the hand, and the ilm, And also وَجَاءَ رَبُّكَ, another attributes of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that He comes. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala comes. وَجَاءَ رَبُّكَ, He comes. How and as what? We do not say that. What does it mean? We say it comes. How it comes, like what comes, changing the mean. We do not change the mean, and we do not do any of that. We believe, and it is that Allah comes, i.e. comes down from the sky. He comes from the judgment day. He judged from between the people. He judged in the judgment day. Coming down every night. Coming down in Arafat. We believe in all of that, but we do not change the meaning. We believe that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in every night comes down, but we do not change the meaning. We believe in that, comes down, that's it. We do not ask for how and any other details. Okay, and then also هل ينظرون إلا أن يأتيهم الله وقوله تعالى هل ينظرون إلا أن يأتيهم الله, same thing, that are they waiting that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala comes, i.e. this is another proof of that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala comes. And the maji, it is a sifa fi'liya, i.e. is doing. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala doing that thing, doing that action. He is doing such things, i.e. Coming down. So those are the attributes of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Some of those attributes as well. وقوله تعالى رضي الله عنهم ورضوا عنه, i.e. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala pleased, رضا, pleased, okay, and it is not irada, it's not that wants. Some people they change the meaning, it says al-irada, i.e. wants a good for them. No, it's pleased, it's different. So rida is rida, it's not irada, it's not wants. Some they change, they say it's not rida, it's wants. So it's not that, because rida is opposite sakhat. Sakhat is when he's angry on them. So they say irada is they say rida is iradatul khair. It's not that. So it's not that. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says وَيُحِبُّهُمْ وَيُحِبُّونَهُ. Another attribute of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that He likes the mu'min, the believers. Okay, that He likes the mu'min and the believers. He likes, this is the attribute of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We should not change the meaning, as some they say He wants to reward them. It's not He wants to reward them, it's He likes them. Rewarding is something else, and liking them is something else. They are two different things. So we should be aware of that. And also يحبهم, and also يحبهم, that He likes them. And also خُلَّ, Ibrahim is Khalilullah, this is something else. Khalil is something else as well. We should be aware of those as well. وَغَضِبَ اللَّهُ عَلَيْهِمْ is ghadab. Ghadab is anger. Not as they say, some they say is intiqam, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants to punish, intiqam, take over them, or be against them. Is ghadab, is a ghadab, is a anger. Not some they say that He wants to punish them. It's different. Yes, the punishment is something, and no, the ghadab is anger, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is angry on them. Anger is something else. Anger, وَغَضِبَ اللَّهُ عَلَيْهِمْ, i.e. God has become angry on them. So the ghadab is something else, is not intiqam, as they say, as some they say. He wants to take over them, or wants to punish them. The punishment, yes, is something else, but ghadab is anger. We say Allah is has the ghadab, has the anger. Just He has the love and rida, He has the ghadab, it is anger as well. So those are some of the names and attributes we should be aware of. This is the end of the today's lecture, and inshallah ta'ala we will come back with another lecture. هذا والله أعلم وصلى الله على سيدنا محمد. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله